Okay, alright y'all. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make old-fashioned apple crisp. With a little twist today though. We're going to add a little bit of my own style to it. And we're going to make it caramel apple crisp. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is add your oats to your mixing bowl. I have some oatmeal packets. No, and these are quick oats, you know. Nobody ever eats oatmeal in this house, so we're going to use this in a recipe that everybody will eat, and that's caramel apple crisp. This is going to play a part in making the topping for the caramel apple crisp. So this is like 5 little bags of oats. Alright, and this is really a simple recipe and my first dessert recipe that I've done on this channel. I haven't done any desserts yet. Okay, so now we've got our oats in the bowl, and that's for our topping. We're going to add, on this plate we have cinnamon. We have about a tablespoon and about 1/4 a tablespoon of cinnamon. We have a little pinch of nutmeg. You don't want to add too much. Some of these spices are they're really potent, you know. And I have about 1.5 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1.5 cups of brown sugar, about 1.5 cups of flour, and down here like a tablespoon and a half of flour. Alright, so we got a big pile of cinnamon, a little pile of cinnamon, a big pile of flour, a little pile of flour. What we're going to do is take our big pile of flour, put it in the bowl, and our brown sugar, put it in the bowl with them oats. Alright, now we're going to take our little pile of cinnamon and put it in the bowl. Okay, we're going to kind of give that a stir, break up that brown sugar real good. We're going to give this a good stir before we add our butter to this to make the topping. Let's get it good mixed up before we add the butter. Break up those clumps of brown sugar so it's a nice, even flavored topping. You don't want to bite into just a clump of sugar. It wouldn't be nasty, it's just sugar, but let's get that topping nice and even. Mix that flour in there good. Now, we'll set that to the side. What we have here is our chopped apples. And yes, I left the peeling on for nutritional purposes, so sue me. You can peel your apples if you want to. I cut mine up in small pieces because our 2-year-old is going to be eating this with us. So I cut it up into small pieces, and I left the peeling on. Now to these apples, we're going to add our big pile of cinnamon, our white sugar, and our nutmeg, and the little pile of flour. That's all in the bowl. Alright, let's give it a little mix. And we're not nearly done here with these apples. We're going to add, let's see, this is 1/8 a cup of vanilla. And this is just cheap imitation vanilla. This is what I have on hand, and that's what we're going to use. I added 1/8 a cup to make sure that vanilla flavor is in there with the cheap stuff, you know. Alright. I wonder if my grandmother ever made this. Sure do miss that woman. She was a firecracker, let me tell y'all. My great-grandmother, she liked to cook too. She used to make this cake called a sock it to me cake. It was so good, and she'd put rum in it. Oh, you know what? If I had some imitation rum or rum, I'd probably add some to these apples. I bet that would be pretty good. Okay, now we've got, this is, let's see, 3/4 a cup. Half of that is melted butter. It's actually it's about a half a stick of butter. You can use a whole stick of butter. I just use a half a stick because I'm about out of butter. It's gonna be a couple days before we go grocery shopping. Alright, so I'm gonna add that to this crumble mixture, that melted butter. Give it a stir. Now in just a second, I'm gonna go in that with my hands. But before I do that, let's add the last thing to the apples, which is gonna be caramel. Oh yes, caramel. You can make homemade caramel easy. Just melt some sugar in a pan, but it burns easy and it will burn you easy. Hot sugar. Let me tell you, you don't want to get burned by hot sugar. That's pretty hot. We're just using some pre-made caramel, and this is Breyer's brand. No high fructose corn syrup. Caramel. Alright. Let's take and give our apples a stir. Oh my goodness. Lord. Oh man, that looks fine. Now we put that little pinch of flour in here with the apples, because once those apples are cooking, they're going to release some fluid. And I don't want it to be too runny. I want them to be nice and thick. Scrumptious. Alright, now, as promised, we're going to go in this crumble mixture with our hands. And that's exactly what you want to do with it. Take it and squish it together. Squish that butter in that mixture. Squish that butter in there. And crumble it. Squish it and crumble it. Squish it and crumble it. It's kind of fun to go in with your hands sometimes. Squish and crumble. Oh yeah. This is going to be our topping. Brown sugar. Wonder what this would taste like with just a little bit of maple in those apples. We've already put caramel though, so we're just going to do caramel this time. Oh my gosh. What a pretty crumble. Okay. Now, we're going to set that to the side. Now I've got a little baking pan here. This is one of my favorites. It's nice and heavy. It's like $15 for this pan. Made in the USA. Now, scoop them apples and caramel on in that pan. This is a non-stick pan too. Be easier to wash. Alright. Spread your apples out. Well, that's just glossy perfection. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm just gonna go all in. Dump the whole thing. Spread it out. Nice, thick topping. Probably help keep that caramel from burning as well. Now, before I started this, I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. It's amazing as much as I preheat my oven to 350 degrees, I cook a lot of things on 350 degrees. But, okay, so we're going to put this in there, and I'm not going to tell you a certain time. put it in there, wait for it to get nice and bubbly, and your top start crisping up. And that's when it's done, is when it's bubbly and crispy. Keep an eye on it, make sure the topping doesn't burn. And we're gonna slide it right on in the oven. Now it's just a waiting game. Check back and forth. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. This is my first dessert video, and this is caramel apple crisp. You can tweak it your own way, make it how you like it, you know. This is just my personal recipe that I'm doing. And stay tuned too, because in the next few episodes I'm going to be doing most likely a beef stroganoff. I'm going to try to find the closest I can to the original Russian recipe. And you know, it's kind of funny, a lot of Russians don't even know what beef stroganoff is. They don't really eat that on the regular now. But we're going to do beef stroganoff. And we are going to do a discount grocery haul, so y'all can see what kind of stuff that you can get at discount groceries. And you parents out there, or even if you're not parents, shopping at the discount grocery helps us waste less. Less goes to waste shopping there. There's stuff in there that's just as good as if you buy it anywhere else, you know. And I'll show you what kind of stuff I buy. Flour, I typically don't buy at the discount grocery. Just in case there's ever, like, you know, weevils or something. Bottled stuff, oh man, you can find some good olive oils. You can find all kinds of sauces. I've found great salad dressings, which a lot of times I make my own salad dressing how I like it. It's actually very easy to make your own salad dressings. I found Hidden Valley Ranch in discount groceries. There's so much you can find, and next time I go, I'm going to make a video and show y'all my haul from the discount grocery, so y'all can see what kind of stuff you can find in there. And I'll show you some prices and how much money moms and dads and everybody, how much money it can save you just by going to the discount grocery to see what they have first before you go to a different store like Walmart or, you know, your local grocery. I'm going to show you how you can save money with that. And so y'all stay tuned for the next few videos, and there will be a discount grocery video. I'm going to make that in about 4 or 5 days probably. Stay tuned, y'all, and thank you for watching.